A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Snacker Attacker. And what I got to talk about today are actually quite a bunch of new products that I had just picked up recently. So you're going to be seeing a bit of a marathon here going forward. But I would just like to go ahead and get started with something that maybe not many of y'all might actually like to see on the channel. Yeah. Bugs, of course. Not just any. These are Crick-ettes. Sour cream and onion flavored Crick-ettes. And the thing is that, well, I've actually had these before. I can't ultimately say they're good or bad. Maybe average at most, but considering the package here, you get a lot of things out of here, especially when you look at the nutrition facts label out here. 4.3 calories for an entire package of Crick-ettes that are covered in sour cream and onion flavoring. And overall, you do get a tiny bit of sugar, a little bit of sodium, a little bit of fat, a little bit of carbs, and some protein. So, of course, that's just the main thing about all of it, but there's a good list of ingredients out here, mostly natural ingredients. The Crick-ettes themselves are actually real Crick-ettes that have been fried. And you also got salt, sour cream powder, as well as onion powder, cream extract, silicon dioxide. Okay. So that's just a good start, pretty much. In terms of how the Crick-ettes work themselves, you get a variety of different parts of the Crick-ettes themselves. Drumstick, breast, wings, rump, and flank. As you can see on this diagram right here, that showcases the different parts. But getting into this package, ultimately I can't really say that this is supposed to be good or bad for you, but I mean it is a pretty good, well, a good estimate to show that one of these days, when the world does come to a true ending, if we're ever going to have to live a life in the apocalypse, then this might be one of our best bets. Actual insect might just be one of our only options here. So here's what one of them looks like. And yeah, this is a real Crick-ette body with an ectoskeleton, some legs. A couple parts are missing, but that's because when they get fried, they get very flaky and they break apart pretty easily. But I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It's just mostly actual Crick-ettes combined with sour cream and onion flavoring. Although it's a bit difficult to taste at first, but it gets a little residual at first whenever you get to the aftertaste. So that's something you're probably going to have to be patient about. And here's a ton of powder on this one. This kind of brings me like a good reminder that Rhett and Link once did this, where they compared different sour cream and onion flavored snacks and gave out a justification as to how accurate to the real flavor they are. Oh, there's a sour cream and onion. Like I said, it takes a little while to get to, but that's actually because they put an actual sour cream and onion right into the Crick-ettes. Or it's probably because they had them raised on a certain diet, composed of little more than sour cream and onion at the same time. And then once they died, they had them fried, and well, now they're having them sold out to consumers all around the globe. So that's pretty much just what that's all about. Overall, I can kind of agree with what Red and Link said. They're probably the most accurate out of all the flavors to sour cream and onion related snacks. Much better than sour cream and onion Pringles, much better than the flavor blasted Goldfish, much better than Lay's potato chips and the, wow, sour cream and onion seasoning that you put on popcorn. This one seems to be at the highest ranking. That's what I can say for sure. Because now I'm definitely tasting the sour cream and onion powdering. Sure, it might seem pretty strange, but the thing is, this is as future-proof as it can probably get. Because one of these days, this might be one of our best options available. And that is, in fact, something worth saying. At a time like this, where we are, in fact, still recovering from what the latest pandemic had brought us, but that's just a start as to what many things might bring us. So, oh, yeah. Overall, sour cream and onion crickets are quite a win. A nice punch of flavor, though it takes a while to get to, but I will say that these are still a pretty good snack out here. Very, very worth your health, pretty much. 4.3 calories a package, and wow. I guess if you're willing to live with all this good stuff that's just in there, I mean, it'd be pretty good. I wouldn't ultimately have these all the time, but it still would be pretty nice to know that one of these days, bugs might have to be on our diet. Especially if we're going to run out of certain foods that we've been eating every day, pretty much. So, of course, that's just the crickets. But don't worry, I am in fact going to be getting back to some other actual snacks, and not really back to bugs. So, if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.